online, and then I'll tell you how many suggestions we got. You pick a number, and then I'll say what that corresponds to, and then we just go 10 minutes.
Okay.
Easy,
Cool.
easy peasy.
And but no cheese.
What is it? Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yes.
uh, however you want to play it. We've been a lot of like mono scenes, like one scene real time. But if you want to, I don't know, if you want to jump around, if you want to switch characters, however you want to play it, I'm all down for that.
Okay.
Uh,
Cool.
let's see. We have, ooh, pick a number 1 to 73.
Uh, 70.
Ah,
1, 2, 3, 4. No.
yeah, exactly. Well, what, 73, 72, 70. Okay, so this this comes from good friend Carlos, and our suggestion is there is always more popcorn.
Oh, thanks God. I love popcorn.
Uh, thank you, Carlos. Oh,
Hmm. Uh,
do you not like it, or are you just trying to figure out what's in it?
I kind of like it.
Okay.
It went between my teeth.
Ah, yeah,
I kind of like that as well.
ah,
But it's popcorn. How
ah.
come it's sweet?
Well, I put some caramel on it, so it's going to be a little bit stickier than normal than we've had. I thought I'd just spice it up today. I mean,
Uh-huh. Now I have a loose crown.
oh no,
That's
try
fine.
try more popcorn. It might either make it stick or make it come out. I don't know.
Good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Better
Hmm.
or no?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's addictive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is when I was a kid, I used to have caramel popcorn all the time. All the time. So when I'm eating it, I mean, this is my mom's recipe. I mean, it's not much of, I'll be honest, it's not much of a recipe. It's just take some caramel, melt it over the
Yeah.
popcorn. It's
See,
not.
we eat the caramel popcorn because it's your mom's recipe. But when I offered my mom's recipe, caramel chicken, you refused to eat it.
I I have a not adventurous palate at all. And so I'm like, anything that you're going to think, can I be honest with you? And you're going to think this might be strange, but I feel like we're at this point where I can share with you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't eat food that has the same letter of what the food is. I can't eat that. So like caramel chicken has 2 C's. I can't have that. I can't have pepper popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't ever have anything. It's a psychological thing. And I'm glad you brought it up because I've been thinking a lot about that because I think ever since you made that suggestion, and I was afraid because it's like, oh, she's probably gonna think this is a slight on her caramel chicken that I'm making you have caramel popcorn. Oh yeah, plus oh god, it's my mom's recipe. Oh god, that adds another, no pun intended, layer to this.
this is, okay, this is either a very good lie or a sickness that will go to our children.
I mean, I'll give you a, take a guess at what you think it is. And I'll give you a hint. It's not the first one. It's not, I, I'm being completely honest. It's not a lie. I got a thing that I can't have foods that like are described or like I can't have cashew chicken either. Like anytime I go to a Chinese restaurant, I cannot have cashew chicken because for some reason the double C get to me.
Okay, okay.
Lemon linguine. I can't have linguine with lemon on it. That's why I have to ask what is in this. Because even if it's not described, even if that's not the name of the dish, if I know that there's an ingredient in it, it just.
So you're telling me that our children won't be able to drink my matcha mochaccino?
I'm saying I can't drink it. You know what? There is a ray of hope here. There is a ray of hope, okay? There is a chance, like baldness, there's a chance it will skip a generation. So it's not that our kids might, I'm not going to say to our kids, I'm not going to sit our kids down and say, listen, you want to make me proud, you can never have any food that has two consonants. I'm not going to say that. So it might just skip. I feel like let's roll the dice and not even say anything.
Okay. Then I have something
Okay.
to share with you.
Okay, please. Yeah.
I am allergic to water.
Wait. Say that again.
I am allergic to water.
Wait, you have,
yes.
Wait. Are you telling me you have aquagenic urticaria?
Yes.
Well, Sonia, I don't know how to tell you this, but my grandmother had aquagenic urticaria. It's a pretty certain with those two that it will get passed on, but I know how to deal with it. Yeah.
You're okay. You really know how to deal with that? It's like, you know, a cure, or I don't know.
I mean, there are ways that you can live with it and have a normal life. I can't believe, oh my God, I can't believe you trust me enough to share that information with me. I thought it was going to be, I'll be honest, I thought it was going to be something much worse you were going to share with me.
Okay, that means that I can go to the ocean without maybe touching the water in a way, and you can help me with that?
Yes. And I got a fear of water. I saw Jaws when I was a kid and it freaked me out. I don't want to go in the water. I don't want to live near a beach. I think sand, I can't be near sand. Like, oh yes.
Oh
My God, the two things we were most afraid. Well, I don't know if it's for me, the thing I was most afraid was to bring up the double consonant food situation. And you were telling me this, which I know from the look in your face, I know you were very scared to tell me. Oh my goodness.
yeah, because basically I cannot take a shower.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You smell wonderfully. You don't, well, I mean, you smell wonderful. I don't smell wonderfully. I'm not sure how do you smell. Like, is your ability to smell okay?
I don't know. I guess it's fine, but yeah. It's my smell. So
I don't now, even that you mentioned it now, I still think you smell wonderful. I don't
Okay.
think you smell bad. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
So, well, you are going to do the dishes.
Oh my God. It's my place. I love doing the dishes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I kind of zone out when I do the dishes, and it kind of dishes and housework, I'll be honest, kind of relax me.
Oh, oh, I need more popcorn.
Well, you know what I'm saying. There's always more popcorn. I'm
Oh,
gonna get some. Hold
okay.
on. Whoa. Do you want caramel or no caramel? I won't be offended.
I want caramel.
You want caramel? Scene. Oh, that was, well, first off, I wrote a sketch years ago about these two people that were like so afraid about getting germs, and one of them was allergic to water.
Oh my God.
And so I knew aquagenic urticaria. I knew that was the term, and people actually, there are people that are allergic to water.
Yeah,
So
I know. I know.
it's
I know.
so interesting. That's the choice you made.
Yeah, it was completely improvised. I didn't know the term, by the way.
I only knew it because of that and rehearsing that, and then you like, it gets burned into your brain because you write it or rehearse it a whole bunch. And so yeah, a friend of mine and I were working on this sketch, and like we were just thinking of like what's the next thing that could be that you're allergic to, and it was the two people that showed up in like these plastic hazmat
Yeah,
protective gear to go to dinner. And it was like, what's the next crazy thing? What's the next thing that's like, oh, it's heightening that idea of not being able to touch. And it was like, what if they're allergic to water? It was great.
so, and they are not able to drink water, I guess.
Can't drink it, can't it's like you can't, yeah, you get hives and rashes when you go in a
Mhm.
shower. Like it's an actual condition.
Wow. I thought it was something I discovered.
Uh, how did you get into improv? What made you start, and how'd you get involved?
Well, I'm an actress, so I did improv in university. But it was like a tool,
Right.
for actors. And later, when I came here in Brussels, I joined Improv for Dummies, and this
Wait,
is how it started.
that's the name?
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah, and I needed to do something on stage,
Yep.
so I started doing more and more improv, and I love it. I cannot get enough of it.
I mean, it is just such a thing that it appeals to my somewhat lazy side because I don't have to learn any lines, but it also appeals to my creative,
Yes,
playful side as well, where you're just like, I'm just such in the moment, and I'm excited to see where are we gonna go with whatever this thing is? Where are we gonna go?
exactly. Yeah, I don't mind learning lines, but I like the creativity and the surprises.
I remember I was doing this play once, and we had a stage manager, and it was set in an office, and the stage manager said, "What do you want on this table here?" Which is like office supplies or coffee or whatever. And I go, make it new each night. And she goes, are you an improviser? I go, yeah. She goes, I knew it. She's like, actors, a lot of them want to have the same thing. She goes, improvisers are always about like changing things up and staying spontaneous and being in the moment. So I think you can apply those same skills to like the scripted
Yes,
material as well. Like,
yes.
don't you agree?
Yeah, I agree, and I think everybody should do that. Otherwise, scripted theater is getting a little bit boring. At some point.
Well, you have to, every performance is new. There's different
Exactly.
things each time, like whether it's the new audience or a light, there's a change in a light, or there's a change in how somebody says something. Like it's
Or
always
something new on your desk.
yeah, something new on the desk. And it's like, it was such a fun for me as an actor, it was such a fun moment to be like, what is going to be up here that will influence what decisions I make based on what I see here.
I agree totally. Yeah.
And you've been picking up your improv through when it's come to virtual, like it's been slowly picking up steam with what you're doing with the sudden knot and like how often you're performing. Like,
Yeah.
I know the story, but tell us how you and Johan met and tell me a little bit about your group.
Well, I met Johan in a workshop about love on stage and intimacy. And I sent him a message like a couple of weeks after that. And I suggested, let's create a duo, improv duo. He was okay. Yeah, why not? And this is how we started with the sudden knot. We had 2 live shows, then COVID, and we decided to continue online. And it's amazing.
And you've done how many shows online have you two done?
Around 80.
Wow.
Yeah.
And like, it just shows you that everything, including your improv journey, is about these connections you make in sometimes the most unexpected places where you're like, and if you didn't reach out to him, it's not that he wouldn't have or you wouldn't have come together, but it took you reaching out to him. And then he's like, yeah, absolutely. And then it turned into this wonderful thing.
Exactly. Oh, that's destiny, right?
Right. I think that, destiny. Yeah. I mean, I think that's true. I think it's like there are people in your life you're destined to meet and connect with, and you're put in there, you're put in places where that becomes possible. And then it's up to you. But I do think there are people where in my life that I look back and I say, oh, I went to that class or I went to that thing, and the sole purpose looking back was to meet person X or person Y.
And I believe we should not just sit and wait for something to happen. We have to create the opportunities ourselves. And this is what I do, actually.
Is that something you've always, like, that's been a part of your personality for a while, is like creating and doing it yourself?
Yes, and also a part of my job, because as an actor, you have to always, awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's interesting because now I've been living in Los Angeles for about 6 years, and you find that, yes, there's a lot of work here, but there are a lot of people who are waiting for approval, waiting for the job, waiting to be told they're good enough. And there aren't as many people, sadly, that say, hey, you know what? I can create my own thing. And that's a path to get to where I want to go, as much as going to audition and waiting for someone to give me a job.
Oh, that's right. Because not every actor can be invited to audition somewhere. It's a chance. It's I don't know, opportunity, luck.
Yeah.
Connections, if you want.
I mean, how many people do you see get work and you're like, it's not that they were better, it's just they might have had a relationship with the director. I've been in auditions where I'm on the other side where we're auditioning people and somebody said, I'm not bringing that person on board, they look like my ex. And it's like, that's a reason you could not get cast, is because you just look like somebody. You're not that person, but you just remind someone of that person. So it's such a luck of the draw with those auditions.
I know. I love my job and I sometimes hate it. Well, yeah, and casting directors are crazy.
Oh, and they don't know what they want, even when they think they know. You're like, there are so many examples of people getting jobs where it's like on paper the complete physical opposite of what they are, but the actor made a strong choice and came in and then made that casting director's job easier because they're like, oh, that's what I want, but they didn't know.
Yeah. And and sometimes they're not good enough, but that's life.
And don't you feel like, I feel like with improv, there isn't as much of that as far as good or not. It's more like what style connects with you. Yes. And that's the difference.
And nobody judges you that much.
Yeah.
Not an audition the whole time.
Yeah. Are you finding that you're working? I mean, this is probably a silly question. Are you finding that you're working, it's opened up who you can work with because it's virtual now as far as the improv that's happening, and you're working with more people around the world rather than the people that are near you geographically?
So far, I'm really happy with everything we do online and with people we meet. Everybody's different, and but I like them all.
Yeah.
I like their styles. I like that they're different. I like that they're from the other end of the world. Yeah, that's amazing. That's great. Lovely opportunity. Amazing.
I mean, and you're right. It's like, it's so exciting to go into an improv experience, not being really familiar with someone's style,
Mhm.
just to be like, what style, what game are you going to play when we're out here? What style are you going to bring to this?
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the challenge.
Yeah. I'm laughing too because you played with a friend of mine, Sheri Flanders.
And
How
we played again with her and her husband tomorrow.
and how did you come to meet her and her husband Josh? How did that happen?
Uh, Johan met her somewhere.
Oh, I mean,
He
Sheri,
stalked her.
well, Sheri and Josh are like friends that are like dear friends that if I could do projects, they would, and I would love to be able to do projects with them all the time because I think they're not only very talented, but good people. And it's hard,
Yeah, yeah.
that combination of like very talented and good as a person is, I think, what we look for.
Exactly. I don't know Josh yet, but she was really nice and really talented. I was very impressed.
Right? She
And I'm
just,
so happy we are going to play with her again and I will meet her husband.
I mean, I remember first seeing Sheri on stage, and I was like, it was one of those people that I said, I have to play with them because they bring so much joy and fun and make so many strong moves in a scene that it's like, I just want to play and hang out with them. And then they turn out to exceed your expectations, like just two wonderful people. So you and Johan are going to have just a blast, as they'll have a blast with you two as well.
Oh, I can't wait. Honestly, I look so much forward to do that tomorrow.
Oh, and what time tomorrow is that? What time?
8 p.m. Central European time, which is 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. for you, I think.
Isn't it great how we're getting pretty good at time zones?
Yeah.
We're like, okay, you're in this time zone. Okay, I think it's this. Like I'm getting pretty fluent in the different time zones throughout the world.
And mathematics.
Well, it was so fun again playing with you. I got a chance to play with the sudden nod, and it was just a pleasure. And I'm so thankful that you took time out of your day to play. It was great. And whether we play virtual or in person again, I can't wait to play with you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Oh yeah, you're the
It's
best.
great.
We'll talk soon.
Bye-bye.